Ms. Shea, may I please have a roll call to establish a quorum?
Yes, Ms. Jackson, Dr. Von Elliott, Ms. Williams,
Present.
Ms. Tisworth, Ms. Lane, Dr. Coleman, Ms. Morrill. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, may I have the board norms by our Board of Education Vice President, Ms. Tisworth.
Board of Education,
You need your mic.
Board of Education. Board of Education norms. Number one, cohesive team. We will remember to put students at the center of every decision. Pause after someone speaks to hear all voices. Consider and respect all opinions without judgment. Strive to assume positive intentions from all members. The board will honor the board policy related to the implementation of Robert's Rules of Order, Policy BCB. Number two, collective agreement. The board will honor Policy BBF School Board Member Ethics. Use collective voices to reach decisions. Honor and respect the work of the board. Honoring and supporting the board decisions at all times aligned with board policy and procedures. Number three, be prepared for meetings. The board will review the packet details and submit questions within the established time frame. Questions at meetings should be limited and specific to information not presented in the packet details. No surprises at meetings. Extend the courtesy for each member's questions. Members of the board will arrive 10 minutes prior to the start of the meeting if possible. Administration will release board packets to the Riverview Garden School District Board of Education within the identified time frame. Number four, not allow outside entities to dictate board actions. Riverview Garden School District Board of Education decisions will be made based on facts, policies, and procedures, not individuals' opinions or requests. Educate and encourage the community to follow proper protocol for voicing concerns, policy KC-community engagement. And that's the board norms.
Thank you, Ms. Tisworth. Next, may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Madam Chair,
Yes, Dr. May.
I move that we approve the agenda with the following amendment, a discussion to policy BBF. Which are board, school board member ethics.
I second the motion. Okay. So the motion has been made to amend the agenda to add a discussion for policy BBF by Dr. May and seconded by myself. Is there any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Aye.
Opposed?
We can. Shay, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Dr. Coleman. No. Okay. Ms. Morrill,
No.
Ms. Lane,
No.
Ms. Tisworth,
No.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Dr. May,
Yes.
Ms. Jackson.
Abstain.
The motion fails.
Okay. Thank you. Now, may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Madam Chair, I move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second. Okay. It has been moved by Dr. May and seconded by Ms. Morrill to approve the agenda as presented. Is there any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. The agenda has been approved. Next, we will move to Riverview Excellence.
Good evening, Board of Education members, Dr. Patton, colleagues, and community members. Great to see so many people out today for Riverview Excellence. We have a couple of different sections of Riverview Excellence. So first, we're going to do the normal honorees. And so if I can call forward Dr. Neil French. Dr. Neil French is in the building. So Dr. French is the school resource officer here at Westview Middle School. And according to Dr. Givens, he's been a staple since day one. So Dr. French started a chess club here at Westview Middle School, and he plays chess with the students here every day, and that's helped to improve the climate and the culture of the building. And the Westview students are excited to play chess with Dr. French. And he also just supports the school in any way he can, of course, helping to keep it safe, but also recently was seen helping a parent change their flat tire. And I will say, Dr. Patton knows this, Dr. French. I've gotten many a flat tire in my day, so you may get a call from me pretty soon. And so we just want to recognize you for helping in emergency situations, for helping to keep the peace, and really just adding to the climate and culture here at Westview Middle School. So we appreciate you.
I just want to thank you all, but also thank Dr. Givens. He is the leader of this school, has helped a lot. Anything I need, he does for me. It's great. It's really pulling the kids together and calming things down just like it should be. We're having a great time with the chess club. Our tournament ends tomorrow, so we'll be crowning a champion tomorrow. And excited to just checkmate or not checkmate if I get checkmated. We do actually, during lunch, I play chess with them. If they checkmate me, they get a $10 QT gift card. Oh, wow. And I've given away 27 this year, so I'm probably going to have to stop doing that. I've already cut a couple kids off because they are that good. But the scholars here at Westview Middle, second to none. It's amazing what they're learning and how fast they're taking to it. I've had kids beat me that started, never even knew how to set up a chessboard at the beginning of the year. So they took to it really, really well. And we're actually looking at scholarships to places like SLU and Wash U for chess. So.
Wonderful.
All right, and next we have a Westview scholar, Anthony Wilhite. Is Anthony here? And as I mentioned, Anthony is a scholar here, an 8th grade scholar here at Westview Middle School. And Dr. Givens said that he started the same year as Dr. Givens. And Dr. Givens said in the beginning, you know, as students will do, they have some challenges, but he's been able to work through those challenges to become and grown into a great leader. He is now the 8th grade student government president. It says, as president, Anthony has exemplified what it means to be a Westview scholar in every sense of the word. He is beloved by staff, students, and the entire Westview community. He has a heart to serve and ambitions to be an amazing football player. And so we want to honor you. And if you have some words you want to say.
Just want to say good afternoon. I ain't really got too much to say. I just want to say thank you to Dr. Givens for honoring me and being my principal for 3 years, grade level principal and school principal. We had some ups and downs for sure. We definitely had some ups and downs. Had some tough challenges, had some easy challenges, hard days, good days. I'm I'm just happy that I can say I went to Westview for my whole middle school, and I'm just trying to stay here till I go, man. Thank you.
All right, let's give them another round of applause. And we're going to have them come up and take a picture with the board after this next segment, but it is also School Board Recognition Month by the MSBA. And so we want to thank our school board. We know that you do a lot for the community, for the scholars, for the faculty and staff. And so we want to say thank you. So I'm going to turn it over to Superintendent Dr. Tanya Patton to give a formal presentation about Board Recognition Month.
All right, Ishmael. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I do want to acknowledge our board members. If our board members will please stand, please, so that you can be recognized. And these are our student board reps, so thank you for standing as well. You guys can take a seat. I just wanted you to be recognized. This is being a board member is, they are not paid. They volunteer their services to serve our community and to do what's best for the students of this school district. And so we have been faced with some challenges over the last, it feels like about 15 years, but it's actually only been about 18 months, right? And our board has supported the decisions that we have had to make to reduce our budget. As many of you know, we were faced with a $23 million deficit, and we had to do something quick, and so we did. We are now down to a $7 to $8 million deficit that we will continue to work on, but that's a $15 million reduction, and that was a lot of work. That doesn't happen without the support of a strong board. So to the board members of Riverview Gardens, thank you for the work that you do, the commitment that you have to this community, as well to babies like this that we serve, who hung in there, and Dr. Givens did not give up on him, which means he didn't give up on himself. And now he stands before us being recognized. That doesn't happen without a strong school board. So thank you for the work that you are doing on behalf of this school district, the students, the staff, and the community. The State of Missouri proclamation by the governor. There's a lot of whereases here, so hold tight. Whereas the system of quality public education is essential to the future of our state and nation, and whereas the people of Missouri have a long tradition of support for public education and their local school districts, and whereas local school boards are the ultimate expression of the unique American institution of representative governance of public school districts, and whereas local school boards acting on behalf and in close connection with the people in the community chart the direction of education in their community, and whereas local school boards serve as the key community advocates for children, youth, and the public, now therefore I, Mike Kehoe, Governor of Missouri, not me, but Mike Kehoe, but you all have my love too, therefore proclaim March 2026 to be School Board Recognition Month. Give our school board a big round of applause, please. And I have certificates for all of them. Dr. Miranda Avant Elliott. When we take the picture, I'll hand them out. Dr. Nikita Coleman, Miss Jacqueline Jackson, Miss Wanda Lane, hold on, Miss Veronica Morrow Rio, Miss Sharon Tisworth, and Miss Monica Williams. Give our board a big round of applause. Thank you. As I said, this is a job that you are not paid for, and you stand with this community and you stand with the babies that we have a responsibility to serve effectively. Thank you for that support. Thank you for what you do to this community. Student reps, thank you for joining. We are glad to see your faces, and your voices are important to us. So, can you fix that for me, please? To our board members, thank you. If you all will, are we ready to take the picture? if you all will come up, we can take the picture, and we'll take the picture with our student and then with our, who's been checkmated, our police, SRO who's been checkmated a couple times. And while I'm standing here, I want to thank you, sir, for what you said about Dr. Givens. Dr. Givens, you have taken control of this building, and you are doing your job. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you.
Front and center. Oh, you got family? Family wants to come up, yeah? Yeah, family. Of Anthony, come on up. Police family, you come on up as well. He says.
While everyone is getting ready for the picture, if I can ask that you stay afterwards, shortly after, for a reception to honor our board members. We will have light refreshments over in the corner immediately following the open session meeting. Thank you.
And while we're at it, I do want to say nothing happens without the mother and the family and the grandmother, who I thought was the mama. So hats off to you, grandmama. But nothing happens without a strong family. So you all standing behind this young man and being there for him with his principal and this building surrounding him, that is why he stands here today. So thank you, parents, for what you're doing. Continue to support them.
And that concludes Riverview Excellence.
Hey, do we have any patrons for public comments?
No, ma'am, we do not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next, we will have announcements from the Board of Education. Does anyone have any announcements?
Yes,
Ms.
I do.
Morreale?
It's a little ironic that we are here at Westport during,
Westport.
I got shopping on my mind. I'm sorry, Westview. You all know what I meant. But anyway, so we know that it was spring break. And I asked the young man to come back and give me his names, but it was late, and I think he was out a little later than he was supposed to report home by. But anyway, we had 4 Westview young men that were going around, and they were happened to rake the leaves of the senior citizens of Dellwood. And as soon as I get them again, I'm going to ask our mayor to give them a resolution, because they were out doing it. One of them had his little brother who attends LeMasters. But anyway, they were out raking for free. But of course, we gave them little token for it, because that was a lot of hard work, was a lot of leaves. So I just wanted to say that I wish that they had given me their names so that I could share them with you. But one of them borrowed my rake, so as soon as he brings it back, I'm going to get those names and get those to you. But that just goes to show you, you know, they could have been doing anything, but they were trying to help residents in their city. So I just thought that that should be mentioned.
Dr. May?
Good evening, everyone. I just want to share, we are currently in election season. We want people to get out and vote on April the 7th. My mention at the beginning of the meeting to amend the agenda was to address board behavior. It is important that as board members that we show professionalism and not be non-decorous towards one another during campaign seasons and any other season. So I truly believe as elected official, and just like with our children and our staff, that we always make it our point to be role models and represent ourselves and the district well. So I will be requesting that be on the next agenda. But I want to encourage that during this election season that we be mindful of our communication on social media and not be non-decorous towards one another. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Okay, I do have an announcement. I would just like to thank everyone for showing your appreciation to me as a board member. I'm hoping I'm speaking for all the other board members too. Just appreciate the gifts, the gift cards, just all the wonderful gifts that we've received tonight. And so thank you very much.
Yes, appreciate them so much.
Are there any more announcements?
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay.
Always brings a smile to my face.
yes, thank you.
Oh, and we do have a video for Board Recognition Month
Oh,
as well.
Lord.
Almost forgot about that.
Okay.
That was nice.
Okay, thank you. Next, we're going to have to back up a little bit because I accidentally skipped Dr. Ramsdale Teacher of the Year presentation.
Hi, that's very important.
It was under Riverview Excellence.
It is. It's in a different spot. Sorry. Good evening, board members, Superintendent Patton. It is my privilege to present the 2025-2026 Riverview Garden Teacher of the Year Building and District winners. This program is vital to part of our CSIP staffing and workforce goal, allowing us to honor the high-quality instruction that defines our district and inspires our students. This year, following a rigorous nomination process overseen by the Professional Development Council, we recognized 12 outstanding educators who lead their buildings with excellence. Please join me in congratulating our Building Teachers of the Year. If you will please stand and come forward when I call your name. Not everyone is here, but I do want to recognize everyone. Alicia Johnson from Glasgow Elementary. Quintana Harris from Riverview Gardens High School. Candace Anderson from Meadows Elementary. Roldan Velasco from Gibson Elementary. Dawn Dirks from Lewis and Clark Elementary. Hannah Gale from LeMasters Elementary. Sarah Drury from Moline Elementary. Shuna Joshua from the Early Childhood Academy. Leonette White-Hilliard from Central Middle School. Mario DeLuna from Westview Middle. Tina Gregory from Koch Elementary. And Valerie Turner from Highland Elementary. From this elite group, one educator was selected through an intensive vetting process of interviews and recommendations to serve as our district Teacher of the Year. It is my honor to announce that Miss Valerie Turner, art teacher at Highland Elementary, will represent Riverview Gardens in the Missouri Regional Teacher of the Year program. Ms. Turner embodies the dedication and instructional leadership we strive for across our district. This recognition program was successfully completed with a total budget impact of less than $750. Congratulations to Ms. Turner, as well as to all of our building winners for their timeless service and all they do for our scholars. Thank you. In May that we will, I have to grab one.
We gotta take pictures.
Invite you
Look,
to
she
where you
getting ready
get
for
all
her
your
picture.
trophies, but these are just sweet little gifts. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for participating in our. And now it's picture time.
Get a little closer, or maybe stand. And teachers, feel free to grab T-shirts back here. I'll be back here to help you find your size.
Next, we will have reports. Dr. Patton?
We have, our first reports are our student reps. So I introduce to you both of our student reps. I will let them introduce themselves. They're going to share some updates from the high school, some concerns, and then some upcoming events. Please give Kevin Bass and Arlana Davis a round of applause. I didn't want it to be that quiet while you all were walking up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kevin Bass, and I'm a senior at Riverview Gardens High School and one of the student representatives.
My name is Arlana Davis, and I am a junior at Riverview Gardens High School.
We recently sent out a survey to students asking for their voice to address concerns in areas in which they feel our school is doing well. So here are some positive developments at RGHS. The Riverview Gardens Mighty Marching Rams band performed at Mizzou for the high school state games. Over the spring break, there was a track meet, and here are some of the winners. Anaya Price, a junior, won first place in the 100-meter dash. Darion McClain, a senior, won first place in the 110 hurdles, and Jalea Lewis, a senior, won second place in the Open 200. Also, some of the students have mentioned how well the PBIS program has been doing this school year.
Now on to some concerns. Some students were concerned about food not being properly prepared, either being undercooked or overcooked. They would like for the lunch staff to take more consideration into preparing the food so we can have a healthy and safe lunch. Some students also feel that the dress code should be more enforced. There have been many students dressing too lightly when the days are nice outside, and it isn't appropriate for school or the other students in a learning environment.
Some upcoming events that we have. This Friday, there is a staff versus senior basketball game that is being held in the gym.
And I'm going to be the center for this. Why are you laughing? I'm going to be the center for the staff team. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
This Thursday, March 26th, there will be 2 college visits, one to Tennessee State University and the other to Fisk University, also in Memphis, Tennessee.
Lastly, this Friday, the band will also be attending another band tour this weekend to Westview, Moline, LeMasters, Coke, and Meadows. Thank you, everyone. This concludes our report.
Thank you both. Thank you both. Mr. Bass and Ms. Davis, great job representing the high school. Thank you for sharing your concerns, all of them. And while they may make us uncomfortable, we want to hear your voice so that we can improve on what we're doing. So thank you for sharing your concerns. Welcome back, everybody, from spring break. Yay! No? No? I knew I was going to get that reaction. So welcome back. We are going to start the end of our school year very strong. Our students are being prepared for the MAP and EOCs because they are coming. It is fast approaching, and we are asking our parents to make sure that your students are rested and ready to give their best. This year's MAP and EOCs are very important for the future of Riverview Gardens, and let me tell you why. This will be the year that the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education will give a designation to Riverview Gardens, and it's a collective average of the last 3 years. So this is our final year. So they will take scores from this year, last year, and the year before that. They will average them, and they will give us a grade, a percentage. We are trying to get to full accreditation. We have been provisionally accredited since 2017, and it is the goal that we will be accredited with these scores. So parents, this is very important to the future of our school district. Please make sure your students are ready and willing and ready to learn and give their best. Teachers, please make sure that you are prepared to give a test in your classroom to help our students be effective and successful. Now, I don't mean help them. I mean support them, giving them an environment that they can thrive in. So thank you for that. This is very important. They will let us know. They will say to us, Riverview Gardens, you are fully accredited. That will come probably somewhere in November of next school year, and then we will have a winter parade. So get your coats, your hats, your gloves, scarves. We will have a winter parade. We are fully expecting to reach full accreditation. Correct, everybody? Thank you, thank you. We have been working hard. We've made a 22-point gain over the last 2 years. So we are fully capable of reaching full accreditation. We have to believe it, we have to declare it, and then we have to make it happen. So thank you all to the administrators, teachers, all of our support staff who also feed into a positive environment for our students, and thank you to our families for making sure that your students are here and ready to give their best. I have down, we need an all-hands-on-deck approach. I've already said that, from our parents and our students, everybody. So we are going to cheer on our students. We are going to make sure they are fed when they show up to be tested, and we just really want them to give their best. So families, if you are in the audience, if you are listening online, please know how important this year is to Riverview Gardens. I stood in front of the state board the DESE rep and said, this will be the last time that you use Riverview. I was in this room when I said it. This will be the last time. We have to make this happen. So be prepared. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Thank you all. Ms. President, that concludes the announcement.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Patton. Next, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Okay. It has been moved by Ms. Moore-Real and seconded by Ms. Lane to approve the consent agenda. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the consent agenda is approved. Next, we will move to our items for information. Dr. Patton?
Thank you, Madam President. Our first item up for information is the data presentation from the very school that we are sitting in. Making this presentation is Ms. Barbara Sharp, the Executive Director of Continuous Improvement, and Dr. William Givens, Principal of Westview Middle School. Oh, wait, this is in conjunction with policy. I'm sorry, Ms. Sharp. IA, instructional goals, priorities, and IGAB, instructional intervention. Ms. Sharp?
Yes, good evening, Superintendent Patton, members of the board, colleagues, and members of this great community. Tonight, we are presenting data from Westview Middle School. The presentation will focus primarily on attendance. The focus will be on the performance in terms of ELA, that's English, as well as math. There will be an opportunity to discuss interventions in both of those areas, as well as acknowledging some celebrations from the school. We will ask that you hold your questions until the end of the presentation. And so at this time, I present the great principal of Westview Middle School, Dr. William Givens.
Thank you, Ms. Sharpen, for that wonderful intro. I appreciate that. Good evening to the board. We appreciate you being here. And also I want to thank you, my leadership team, for being here. I stand on your shoulders. I appreciate you so much. And also my fellow leaders. I can text them anytime, email them anytime, and they will respond. And I really thank you, and I be needing it a lot, and I appreciate you. So this is a data presentation for the school that you're in, Westview Middle School. I'm Dr. Givens. Let's get it going. This is the presentation topics that we're going to be going over right there. This is our attendance. You see it by year. You have the first year, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26. When you look at it, when you look at our attendance in period in general, we have the ADA, that's the average daily attendance, then we have the 90-90. 90-90 means 90% of the students are here 90% of the time, right? How the presentation is going to flow, you're going to see these highlighted items in yellow, and those are going to be some great highlights, some growth areas that we have done, not growth areas, but just great growth, how we have grown in those areas right there. So if you look at that column in the yellow, you will see as you compare the 25-26 column, that graph, and you compare it to 24-25, you see each month we have made exponential growth in 90-90. That's good, right? That's good. Okay. I thought that was good. Keep moving, okay? Looking at our STAR ELA performance data, we have, looking at the 6th grade, and again, we're looking at the highlighted areas. So when you read this, you see it's, when students take the MAP test, they are rated in 4 different categories, okay? So you have your below basic, you have your proficient, and you have your advanced. Now this is our STAR ELA data, so that's English Language Arts. And so first thing I want to point out is that first highlight, I need my glasses, that first highlight in the 6th grade, we have, that is 58.5%, so that means the students decrease below basic for 6th graders, okay? Mm-hmm. And also, if you look at the 6th grade in basic, they increased in basic, so they're growing, they're getting out of below basic, getting to basic. And if for proficient, they increased again from 31 to 35. So let me say one more thing. So you see that F right there, that stands for fall, and that W stands for winter. So there's 2 assessments that we give, for the star. We give one in the fall, and we give one in the winter. And so I just want you to be able to read how that data looks. So if we go to the 7th grade, you start to see how the data is starting to flow. You see an increase. If we look at that advanced column for 7th graders, you see that where it says fall 1.9%, right? That's only, and then at 3, that stands for the number of students that was advanced for 7th grade, okay? We look at that right below that, that's the winter assessment, and then that says 17 students. So we increased 9% for students being advanced on the 7th grade, okay? So that's big. And if we go down to the 8th grade, now this is the, let me pause for a second. Okay, so looking at the 8th grade, at the 8th grade advanced column, okay? We see the F for fall, that's 17 total students. And then we go down to the winter, pause for a second, that says 66 students. That's over a 30% increase in advanced scholars for 8th grade ELA. So that's great. That's what the grade that Anthony Wilhite, oh, he's gone, but that's the grade that he's in, okay? So that's good work, and that's a testament to some of my teachers that I have here as well. I have an ELA teacher. You thought it wasn't going to shout you out, Ms. Levitt? She's there. These are some of our interventions that we do right here by Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. A list of those are available for you. And this is our math data. You see a lot of the similar growth patterns right here. You look at 6th grade, you look at the below basic, you see a decrease in below basic, right, for 6th grade from fall to winter. This is math. You look at the advanced column that's highlighted in yellow for 6th grade, and you see an increase. It goes from 3 students to 9 students, so another increase. If you look at 7th grade, look at the below basic, you see the fall, it's at 94 students, that's 59% of our student body, and then you see a heavy decrease in below basics to 79 students, to 50% of our student body. Now, if you jump over to the advanced column for 7th grade, again, you see an increase from fall to winter, okay? That is that's a 10% increase, okay? Now, go down to 8th grade, we see a big jump. If we look right at the advanced column, from fall, our 8th grade is at 9.6%, and then in the winter, they jump up to 26.6%. That's 20% growth in math. That's big. I got one of my math teachers here too, Mrs. DeLuna. There you go, 7th grade, one of our teacher of the year. I appreciate you, Mrs. DeLuna, one of our best math teachers. We have all of them, though. All of our math teachers are the best, right? Okay. This is our list of tiers for our math interventions. And one of the things, I just want to pause for a quick second. One thing that we found that really works in all of our math classes, when you look at that growth, is that thinking classrooms, vertical, non-permanent surfaces. And Mr. DeLuna models that perfectly. So I just want to point that out real quick. These are celebrations, and I'm out. One thing I want to say here is one thing that we're doing to the superintendent point, where we all are working, not me because I'm standing on their shoulders. We are eradicating below basic at Westview. That's our goal. If you look at the data, what you just seen, you kind of see a story of being unraveled of us just eradicating below basic. If you look at this picture to the far left hand, we are soaring. We started off in 23, 17.3%, and then this year, we was at 65.3 for our APR. This year, our goal is to get to 75% APR. And the following year, we want to get to 83% APR. And how we're going to get that is that bottom picture right there. You guys see that bottom picture right there? That's the staff. That's how we're going to get there. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everyone who's helped, the Westview, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
So, Dr. Gibbons, can you come back to the microphone, please? Nice try. Right. So, first of all, excellent job. Excellent job.
Thank you.
To step in and do what you have done. We sent a family member, and you took care of the family. So thank you for what you have done here.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue to work hard, and just know that we are proud of you. Your presentation was great. You were nervous, I can tell. But what you forgot to say is, are there any questions? This allows the board to ask questions. And I knew Dr. May would have questions, so thank you.
Great job on the presentation.
Thank you.
What are some of the strategies you are using to increase your 90/90?
So we have incentives for our attendance. We have an attendance committee that we've had for the last years that I've been here, and we're doing parties. And also one thing that I've noticed that helps, which is just a simple thing, is when we're out there in the mornings, just saying to a student that I missed you. A lot of times that really does a trick, because you can see their lights up in their face, like, oh, someone was thinking about me. So we are intentional on doing that as well.
How have you engaged the parents? What's their response to it?
How have I engaged the parents? That's something that we're working on. So that's a good question to ask, and we're going
But they
to
bring
be unpacking
them.
that.
But they're bringing them, right? So
They are bringing the parents. Yeah,
So the kids may be talking to them about the incentive.
that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other?
Ms. Lane?
I actually, Dr. Patton actually took all the words out of my mouth. I am ecstatic at the work that you're doing here. You have overcome some big hurdles, and we truly appreciate everything that you've done.
Yes, sir.
And we want to make sure that you understand that. I think that there would have been no one else, in my opinion, that could have stepped in and brought this school back around the way you did.
Wow.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you to my team.
Do you want to introduce your team? Do you want to introduce them?
Amen.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I do want to. You know what? I really wouldn't be here without my. I couldn't do it without them. So thank you to our 8th grade administrator, Dr. Finkley. Can you stand up, please, Dr. Finkley? Dr. Finkley always keep me straight, making sure I'm doing the right things at all times. I appreciate you, Dr. Finkley. Mrs. Lloyd, can you stand up for me? This is our 6th grade administrator. Thank you so much, Mrs. Lloyd. Mrs. Lloyd is so. You see, the thing about Mrs. Lloyd, what you got to know, she looks sweet, but if you listen. I just seen her shift really quickly. And I also want to thank to Dr. Fang. She couldn't make it. She had reached out to me. She's at home with her little ones. They're already in bed, so I know how that goes. So, well, thank you, Dr. Fang. I know you're watching. But yeah, thank you. And thank you to Ms. Sharp. She's like another mom for me, because she really, we was in the office a few minutes ago, and she was, now hold on now. So we don't start arguing back and forth, Dr. Gibbons. And I was like, yes, ma'am, whatever you say. I'm starting to figure it out with Ms. Sharp. It's just to say yes. Is that right, Ms. Sharp? I'm starting to figure it out, and I think I got it now. So I got it. So thank you again to the board. I appreciate. Oh, I'm sorry.
This will be where I cut you off.
I'm about to say, now I'm not nervous
Before
no
you
more.
get
Now I'm
yourself
good
in
to
trouble, so.
Dr. Coleman,
Okay.
Dr. Coleman?
Yes, I just wanted to say, thank you so much, Dr. Gibbons. Martin Luther King said that the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. I want you to know how much I appreciate you, because you have stood with us in challenging times. You didn't jump ship, you didn't leave us, but you stayed the course. You stayed with us and you fought with us and you helped us to dig out of our controversy and our challenges, and you're yet doing it. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Now you need a Kleenex, don't you, to wipe the tears. To all of the building administrators who knew that this was Dr. Gibbons' first data presentation and came out to support him, please stand so that you can be recognized. Yes, you can come. Look, okay, you're getting too comfortable up there.
Listen, can I get one more seat right here next to Ishmael? I'm just kidding. But listen, when I say, I remember the summer before I started, and I really didn't know, I knew what to do, but I didn't know what to do. I met with Miss Amber, and she sat down with me, and when I say, she knows a lot of stuff, and I'm just like writing notes, trying to okay, all right, and just thank you. For real, thank you. I appreciate you. Miss Clark, I can call you I think I get on the nerves of Miss Clark sometimes, but I don't care. I just call anyway. I don't care. Just thank you. Where Mr. Brown at? Because I can call him anytime, too. Yeah. Dr. Smith.
Okay.
Thank you, Tom. Am I past my time yet?
You got about
Okay.
30 seconds.
Okay. And thank you to the board one more time. Thank you to Dr. Patton for believing in us in Westview.
Absolutely.
You know, this has not been easy by any means, but just with everyone behind us, it lights the load. I always say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So thank you.
Yep. Yep. Very good. Thank you. Dr. Gibbons, we could have brought in other people, but you don't bring in an outsider where you needed a family. So thank you for stepping up and doing this job. I appreciate that. Our next item up for information is the Kindergarten Roundup 2026. Making her first presentation in front of the board is Ms. Tuesday Jackson Beverly. She is our district interventionist, and this is in conjunction with policy JEC-1, school admissions. And Ms. Tuesday Jackson Beverly, you do not have as long as Dr. Gibbons took, so.
Don't worry.
All right.
Good evening to the Riverview Gardens Board of Education, Dr. Patton, colleagues, and community. The Kindergarten Roundup is an important step in helping scholars begin their school journey with confidence. This event gives families the opportunity to meet with staff, connect with school leaders, ask questions, and learn about classroom expectations, and help build a strong home school connection from the very start. Online registration opened on March the 23rd, 2026. Please join us for the Kindergarten Roundup on Thursday, April the 9th, 2026, from 5 to 7 p.m. at Gibson Elementary School for an evening designed to support a smooth transition into the 26-27 school year. Families can receive assistance with and complete registration, access uniform ordering through the Little Bit Foundation, connect with principals, and sign up for the early childhood screenings with parents as teachers. Scholars will enjoy fun activities including Play-Doh, face painting, and coloring, and word wall stations, along with some good snacks. We look forward to welcoming our families and making every scholar a transition to kindergarten smooth, informed, and exciting. There is a budget impact of $115, which was allocated for the 25-26 school year through the Office of Student Services. Are there any questions?
Very good. All right.
None?
Great job.
Awesome.
Great job, Ms. Tuesday Jackson Beverly. Great job. Our next item up for information is the third quarter travel report. Making this presentation is Dr. Joel Ramsdale. He is the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, and this presentation is in conjunction with the policy DLCA, travel expense, CGL. There are several policies that we are making sure that we are in compliance with. Thank you. Dr. Ramsdale.
Good evening, President, members of the board, Superintendent. We are presenting our third quarter travel report for fiscal year 25-26. This report covers all approved out-of-area employee travel for professional development from January 1st through March 24th. Transparency and fiscal responsibility are at the forefront of this report. For the third quarter, our total expenditure for professional travel was $20,278.93, which brings our current year-to-date total up to $34,891.95. To put these into perspective, when we compare this same time period to last year's fiscal period, we see a significant downward trend in spending, saving 38.3%, which is equivalent to $21,645.68. This report isn't just about the bottom line. It's directly tied to our CSIP goals of staffing and workforce, specifically Strategy 3, which focuses on training, support for both certified and non-certified staff. Furthermore, this disciplined spending aligns with the superintendent's goal. quality indicator 3, ensuring the effective management of our fiscal resources. In summary, we continue to prioritize the growth of our staff while maintaining strict oversight of our district funds. Thank you for your attention, and I'm available for any questions. Succinct.
He was waiting for one. I could see the excitement in his
I
face.
know. Dr. May, I would expect no less.
Okay. I was just curious. I did see some varying amounts for the expenses. Do you have some type of way of making sure that it's equitable as far as what people spend on PD?
Yes, absolutely. So we looked at the FTE, full-time teacher allotment at each of the buildings. It took our PD 1% and divided that equitably amongst each of the schools, then allotting an additional, I believe it was $4,000 to our turnaround schools because they needed extra equitable support. So then the schools are now overseeing those direct dollars and making sure that within those schools they're being equitable at how they distribute those and provide those opportunities.
Okay. One last question. I know that some schools have done this in the past where it kind of get to a point where funds are not used and then it can be used by another school. How do you manage, when schools are not fully taking advantage of it and it could benefit someone who really wants to?
All of our principals got a lovely email asking them and reminding them that our cutoff date was coming soon and to please get money spent as fiscally responsibly as possible.
Okay, good. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ramsdale. Our next item up for information is our Proposition N that we are running, which is will not increase taxes, will not increase taxes. And making this presentation is our CFO, Ms. Stephanie Terry, and our, our Executive Director of Communication, Mr. Ishmael Sistrunk. This is in conjunction with policy BBBBB2, school board ballot issues. Ms. Terry.
Okay, good afternoon, school board president, board members, and Dr. Patton. I am here to remind the voters that we have a no tax increase debt levy transfer on the April 7, 2026 ballot. Why the district is asking for this transfer? The district is facing ongoing budget pressures due to reduced state funding, declining attendance-based revenue, decreased local revenue, including impacts from the senior tax freeze. Proposition N helps the district better align existing resources with today's operational needs. The transfer is estimated to provide approximately $730,000 annually for operating purposes. What has the district done to address the budget challenges currently? Riverview Garden School District has reduced the deficit from $23 million to $10 million via these efforts, reduced the total number of staffing members, reduced the number of full-time staffing members, therefore reducing benefit costs, implemented a hiring freeze for non-critical positions, implemented budget cuts for all schools and departments, prioritized increasing attendance at all schools. So you may ask the question, how does Proposition N support students and schools? The additional operating funds help maintain classroom instruction, support student programs and extracurricular activities, cover day-to-day operational costs such as materials, utilities, and transportation. So now addressing the taxpayers' concern. Residents will not pay more in taxes if Proposition N passes. The district will continue to meet bond and debt obligations, and financial projections show that the remaining debt service levy is sufficient to cover all payments. Thank you.
All right, and thank you for that, Ms. Terry. And just very briefly, we will be resuming our door-to-door canvassing for Proposition N in the next couple of weeks. There's only really 2 weeks and 2.5 weeks left before the election. So This Saturday, we will meet at Danforth Elementary at 10 a.m. And do door-to-door canvassing in that neighborhood for Danforth, Success Academy, Michelle Obama. So our board is welcome to join, our faculty and staff are welcome to join, our students and the public is welcome to come join. Our billboard is up on Halls Ferry and Chambers near that Walgreens. That's been up for about a week. We're continuing to advertise, even though we haven't done door-to-door canvassing. We have been to every municipality and shared some of our note cards. We are presented at every municipality's city council or board of aldermen meeting, with the exception of Riverview. They haven't held their last 2 meetings, but they will be holding a meeting on Thursday, and we'll be there to present that. And the mayors and the aldermen and the city councilmen and all of our municipalities, they have been very receptive to information about Prop N. And so please continue to share that. If you're watching online, visit our website, rgsdmo.org/PropN, to find more information. But the most important thing, it will not raise taxes on residents, on businesses at all. And so that's the message that we're continuing to share. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Dr. May?
Yes, I just wanted to bring up how we dispel one of the residents' comments. They were saying that the prop says increase operating levy by 20 cents per 100. I understand the offset, but that isn't what's being voted on, because if it was, the prop would have stated increase. How do we combat the thought around them still thinking that it's an increase? Because that was
the biggest thing is communication. And so, it's one of those situations where it does take a village. When I see something on Nextdoor or something on social media that is just blatantly false, I try to go in and comment. Of course, we can't find every comment. We can't refute everything that people says. So we try to empower the community. And what happens a lot of time is people who we have spoken with or people who have gotten the message will go in and combat that for us. But if you have specific comments that you're like, no, that's false, send them my way, let me know, and I'll go in and I'll just make that correction. We try to do a general correction. We're not trying to argue with people. We're not really even trying to convince people to support. We're just trying to inform them and make sure that they have accurate information and they can vote how they wish.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Terry and Mr. Sistrunk. Madam Chair, that concludes our items for information.
Next, we will move to our items for discussion. Dr. Patton?
Our first item up for discussion is the Prop S glass security film installation. Making this presentation is Mr. Carl Scheid. He's a consultant for facilities, along with Mr. Gerald Freeman, the Director of Facilities. This is in conjunction with policy DJF-2 purchasing. Gentlemen?
Good evening, Board of Education, Dr. Patton, colleagues, and community. Tonight we come before you with another Prop S project. This is for the installation of glass security film to go on all of our secondary entrances and exits throughout the building. As stated in the background of the item, this is being done through the use of an Education Plus purchasing co-op vendor by the name of MGT Films. The intent is to, obviously, since we've done our security vestibules to fortify the front of our buildings, we need to make sure that all of our secondary entrances and exits have been fortified as well to prevent intrusion through those other glass areas. So the intent is to install the security film on all of those glass surfaces at the secondary entrances and exits. The total cost associated with this is $68,645. If approved, this will be done prior to the end of the school year. Be happy to take any questions you may have.
Mr. Scheid, how does the film work?
Okay. Yeah, so basically it's really about being impact resistant and to not be penetrated to where people can gain entry. That's the primary goal here. So can it be broken? Yes, but it takes an incredible amount of force to make a puncture through it. So the intent would be if if somebody with ill intentions wanted to try to break into our school by getting to one of those secondary doors or windows, near an entrance, well, now they could break the glass out. With this, it would, while they can do damage to it, they're not going to be able to penetrate it to the degree that they can reach in, gain entry, and then, move forward through the building. So it's yet another barrier, another layer to help fortify the safety of our staff and students here.
Thank you. And you just added to the glass that's already there?
Yeah, so existing glass. So, yeah, so it'll go on glass surfaces. If we have, like some places we already have plexiglass, that's already fortified. You can't break through it or penetrate that. So it'll just be in the remaining glass areas. And like Westview is actually one of the bigger schools that, as it relates to this glass, because as you can see, we have a lot of glass surfaces here on the front, on the side, on the ends. So this is a major application here. Other schools, do not have so many exposed glass surfaces, and thus it's a lesser project at other schools.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Scheid, and Mr. Freeman, thank you.
Can I ask a question, Superintendent?
Absolutely.
Mr. Scheid, where are we on the project for replacing the, I'm going to call them louvers at the high school?
So we actually really kicked that one off over spring break. It got a little messy, but so over spring break they removed all of the old facade, that old concrete substance that was up there. So they tore all that down over spring break, which was very messy and intrusive. Kind of messed up the lawn a little bit, but we're going to get that sorted out because they had to bring in a lot of equipment and haul a lot of that heavy material out. So, so the next step is now to get in and do the restoration work on the steel structure that's there, because we're reusing that steel structure in order to put the new louvers in place. So that we'll be restoring those metal surfaces, grinding them down, rust proofing them, getting them coated in the appropriate color, and then the new louver panels will then go in. That'll be more of the summertime when that happens. All right.
Okay, thank you. Our next item up for discussion is the 2026-27 staffing plan. Making this presentation is our Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and Mr. Travis Ford, and this is in conjunction with several policies, Policy IHB, GCA, GCD, and GDA. Mr. Ford.
Good afternoon, school board, Dr. Patton, colleagues, and community. Each year, the proposed staffing plan is developed based on the projected enrollment along with academic and operational needs at each school site. These recommendations are based on the projected enrollment that are being presented today for the 26-27 staffing plan. They are based on the projected enrollment numbers identified through the boundary realignment, the closure of Danforth Elementary, and additional district right sizing due to budgetary constraints. The recommended changes are intended to ensure that staffing allocations remain responsive to the evolving students and school needs while maintaining a strong commitment to the fiscal responsibility. These proposed adjustments will be funded through the general operating budget. In these proposed adjustments, there are 3 reassignments of allocations due to the closure of Danforth. These allocations were existing, and so they will be budget neutral. There are also some reductions. There are 11 total reductions that are being recommended. 9 of them are teacher allocations, and 2 of them are support staff allocations. These reductions will also be coming out of the general rate. It'll be a cost savings for the general operating budgets of an estimated $913,908.50. It is recommended that the board approves the 2026-2027 staffing plan as presented. Are there any questions?
Dr. May?
Does the staffing plan, as far as the enrollment numbers that's indicated, already have students from Danforth allocated to different sites already?
Yes, so we were able to get the information from from demographers. That information was able to be loaded into our focus application, and then working with our data department and MIS department, they were able to pull these projections based off of the new street boundaries.
Okay, so
For
the
each site.
parents have already been informed about the school assignments for downtown.
Parents have not been informed about the school assignment yet, Dr. May. They will be informed about that by the end of March, beginning of April. So within the next 2 weeks, we will be sending out letters to inform parents if they, all of our parents will receive a letter of where their students are. Some of them will change schools.
And with the Success Middle and High, are they together at a same site?
Success. Let me speak
Where
to
it
that.
says
So,
Success Middle and Success High, are they at the same site?
yes. Thank you.
Madam President, that concludes the items for discussion.
Thank you, Dr. Pat. Next, we will move to our item for action, which is our 2026-2027 staffing plan. May I have a motion to approve the 2026-2027 staffing plan as presented?
So moved.
Madam Chair, I second.
Okay, it has been moved by Dr. May and seconded by Ms. Moore-Real to approve the 2026-2027 staffing plan as presented. Is there any further discussion? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Next, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Madam Chair, I second.
Okay, it has been moved by Dr. May and seconded by Ms. Moore-Real to adjourn the meeting. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all. Have a great evening. Be safe.
As a reminder, we will have a brief reception for our board